Hey, Brett, I wanted to talk to you today about the charity that you've asked me to get SNS involved in. Could you tell me what it is and why you wanted us involved in it?
Absolutely. It is Tunnel to Towers. Many people are familiar with it. They've probably seen commercials. I've always felt very strongly about the organization, but I'm embarrassed to say I had not formally committed to giving previously. And one night, my wife Robin and I were watching a show, and the commercial came on. And as you're aware, Howard, Robin is aware of what we're doing this year. And she knew that you and I were thinking about a charity. And she said, "Why don't you guys do Tunnel to Towers?" And to be honest, being a military person with sons in the military, I was embarrassed that I hadn't considered it myself. And I immediately texted you, and we started talking about it and got excited. And that's really kind of the genesis of this. But the other piece is, and why it made so much sense, is my grandfather was a World War II aviator. My uncle was in the Army. My brother-in-law in the Navy in EOD. I'm a West Point graduate. I was in the Army. I've got two boys that were at West Point. Both are serving in the Army now. I've got a nephew that just graduated from Hell Week as a Navy SEAL officer. Still a lot of training to do, but he's gone through the hard part. And I've got another nephew at the Air Force Academy. So from the military perspective, it made a lot of sense for us to pursue this. But SNS is also a very patriotic company, and so are all of our team members. And more importantly, most of the people in the motorcycle community are as well. So if we're going to do a national event like we are this year, and we wanted to have a national charity where our customers could participate and be a part of it, it needed to be something that had some name and brand recognition, and that's Tunnel to Towers.
That's terrific. We're very excited to be working with Tunnel to Towers from the marketing side. They've been great to us with creating a website specific to SNS donors, whether that be SNS employees, our customers, our friends, neighbors, relatives. And through the course of the end of this video, I'll be able to show a QR code that will link people directly to that, as well as giving them a web address that they can make a donation on.
Absolutely. And what's great about that, Howard, is SNS, we are not getting any of that money in any way, shape, or form. That link is directly to Tunnel to Towers.
Correct.
And Tunnel to Towers, they only have 5% overhead. Most other charities are in a 15% plus range. For instance, United Way, which is widely accepted and heralded, in some of their regional areas, you might see as high as 26% overhead.
Wow.
The Towers is 5%. That means 95 cents of every dollar that is given to Tunnel to Towers makes its way to the beneficiaries. And what they're doing with that money is they're providing homes or equipment either for the survivors of the first responders and service members that were lost, or to the survivors that were service members and first responders that were injured or disabled. They help build homes that are handicapped friendly for those individuals. So this is a group oftentimes that is not well served, and Tunnel to Towers does such a tremendous job with them. We feel like this is something that a lot of people can get behind and support SNS in supporting them. So if you wouldn't mind, Howard, I know that you've got a lot of different things planned this year to help encourage and include the V-Twin community as a whole. And how are you going to do that?
Well, thanks for asking that, Brett, because I have some great things going on. Starting on Tuesday of Bike Week in Daytona, which will be, from the time we're recording this, it'll be next week. On that Tuesday, we're kicking off SNS Tunnel to Towers Tuesday. And any of the apparel we sell at the event or apparel we sell on the website, all the profits from that will go directly to Tunnel to Towers that day. Additionally, when we go to Born Free, it won't be a Tuesday because it's a weekend, but we'll pick one of those days, Saturday or Sunday, to be an SNS Tunnel to Towers Day. And then we will follow that up in Sturgis with the first Tuesday of Sturgis being a Tunnel to Towers Tuesday again from SNS. But that's not even all that we're doing. Internally, the marketing team is working on a design of a t-shirt that represents the heritage of SNS and ties into Tunnel to Towers. And all of the proceeds from that shirt, when it's released, will go to Tunnel to Towers. And if all my wishes come true, we're going to put a charity ride together in Sturgis with the 6 builders from the Vintage Tour, with some of the SNS people, some of the board members, and do a charity ride that raises money for Tunnel to Towers as we wrap up the Vintage Tour project.
Awesome. That sounds fantastic, Howard. So did I hear that correctly? The t-shirt that's being designed, anytime we sell that, 100% of the profits of that specific t-shirt are going to go to Tunnel to Towers.
That is correct.
Awesome. Awesome.
And one thing I would also like to add, our partnership with Tunnel to Towers will not end at the end of the Vintage Tour. We're just using the Vintage Tour as the method to kick it off. We're going to continue as SNS to support Tunnel to Towers for as long as we possibly can.
So that was going to be my next question. Does that mean that we're going to do some sort of project or event next year and we'll partner with Tunnel to Towers at that time? Or are we just going to do charity? What are your thoughts?
Once I get a little more Tunnel to Towers experience and I get to work with their team a little more, you and I have a secret project that we're talking about. And as soon as I get a green light on that, I think we'll come back and do another chat to announce it. But if we can do that, that's going to be a terribly exciting project.
Well, we're going to have to work hard to keep it a secret now that you've mentioned it.
We're getting good at the keeping secrets part. We kept the Vintage Tour secret for a while. So,
Yes,
and this will be, if we can do this, this will be incredibly exciting.
Excellent. Well, once again, I would just like to close with this. We've had some fun making this video, but I cannot stress or emphasize enough that this is really a truly worthy cause for people that have given the ultimate sacrifice in many circumstances, whether it's they've given up their lives or they've given up their long-term health and longevity and their ability to lead normal lives. They've sacrificed a lot, and we owe it to them. And we just are so thankful for anybody, any of you that are either already giving to Tunnel to Towers or are willing to partner with us at some level over this year and subsequent years in supporting them. So thank you all very much. God bless. And I hope to see many of you out on the road this year. Thank you, Howard.
Thank you, Brett. Have a great day.
Yep, you too.